Sloped armor is a good one for the extra armor. But then again, the armor on this is 77. Oh my goodness, it's so much armor. Advanced, medium, tank, version 1. Save. Oh my goodness, look at that. Hey, I'm FeedBackGaming. Oh my goodness, what is this? No step back. This video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive. You heard me. Not a single step back. We will fight to the bitter end. For Mother Russia. Well, not today, actually. We're going to go single player, new game, 1936. And we're actually going to play it as Germany.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Regular. Historical. Let's go on an adventure. Let's go. We're going to press F4, which is the supply map mode. And here we go. So we have supply depots. We have railway lines. It shows where the supply is going from, going to. What's this? The Officer Cores. Yes, that's right. The Hat DLC has arrived. And now doctrines can be researched instantly. 100 XP. And also you gain XP now from hiring guys on your Officer Cores. So in this case, we'll hire a high command, chief of the army. And you can see he's getting 0.08 daily of army experience. And that applies to all the others. Plus, you can hire just general high staff. And they also give a bonus as well. And also you've got these extra spirits of the army bonuses that give really spicy stuff. So first of all, let's select all our divisions. We'll convert these all to regular infantry. We'll draw a fallback line, pop your boyos here, F2, move your boyos here, G to merge them, and same with the Air Force as well. Anyway, we're merging the boyos up, we're splitting them in half, 200 air wing size. First, national focus, and we are going to go for classic Rhineland.
Everyone is stupid except me.
Hey, it's civilian factories at the start of the game. Pop a few of those boys down. And we're looking to work on our equipment now. I'd say 8 onto guns, 2 onto support, 1 onto artillery. Do we want to be making Panzer IIs? Yeah, sure, we'll make a few of those. Motorized, we could definitely gonna need those. Remember, motorized are more important now because you need those for supply reasons as well. And there we go, that looks pretty good. And then we'll just continuously make submarines. Anyway, the wrench, the girder, the electronical mechanical engineering. Did you guys just hear that? Oh my god, a new sound effect. It's a brand new game.
Oh my god!
Now at this point, you would normally select a doctrine, right? Wrong. In this case, we're going to select a medium tank. 34 medium tank chassis. Wow. And at the same time, actually maintenance. Rhineland. So here we go. Army innovations is next. So political power is useful as Germany early on, of course. So we'll go for Martin Bormann, and then we'll also go for Rudolf Hess. He reduces the production cost of heavy fighters by 2.5%. That's new. I wonder if something bad could happen to him. Oh dear. All right, next up, treaty with the USSR. Machine tools done. Dispersed industry. So I'm going to convert this to the Panzer division. And we're going to say this is going to be a prioritized division. Edit. And as you can see, this is the division. It's not exactly standing out to me, but it is what it is. Regardless, that's the one we're going to use. We're going to make this a priority elite, and they will exercise to level 3. These divisions are going to go to a war, a conflict that's just about to erupt. Where could that conflict be? Oh, speak of the devil. Well, what do we have here? Border gore. Logistics is next. And then we're going to go for construction. All right, stop exercising and send air volunteers. We can hire the theorists now, which I recommend you do as soon as possible. In this case, we're going to go for the Blitzkrieg theorist, 100 PP. And then we're going to go for army innovations, which gives us more bonuses, doing the damage and potentially grinding lots of XP. Broken and encircled. Oh, did you see that icon? Did you see that little animation there? The helmet disappeared. Do you know what that means? Can we break forward? Yes, we have. It's all good. And then push further forward. Onwards and upwards. Next up, the 4-year plan. Sitting on a lot of political power, so I'm going to go for working conditions, and I'm also going to go for the propaganda master for war support, and, you know what, a little bit of war economy. Autarky is done. Time for the Autobahn. Railroads, how about highways? The medium tank chassis is complete. Time for medium 2. Off you go. Artillery, done. Industry, done. More artillery and more industry. And that is the end. Autobahn is done. Time for some more civilian factories. And it is time for industry. Meanwhile, Japan, China, at it. I think I'm going to send them just a few guns. 2,005 artillery monthly. Tache, the Japanese will accept. How much XP is this giving? Oh, wow. This is what I said. Once again, attaches, lend-leases, volunteers. There's so much better ways of getting XP than assigning so many generals. Now we can hop into officer corps, and then we can hop on to state serves the military. The conscription is cheaper, and we gain extra ticking PP. Austria, time for a referendum. Industrial concern, and might as well go for extensive conscription now. Anschluss is complete. And then we're going to demand the Sudeten. Go for Rommel now. Pop him on the high command. At the same time, and under 100 PP. Logistics. Reduces attrition. The medium chassis is complete, which I believe is a Panzer IV. Improved medium chassis. Okay, let's see what we can do to work with this baby. So first of all, let's go with the Christie suspension. It's expensive, but it gives maximum speed. We can also go for cast armor. Now, cast armor is one solid frame for the entire tank. Alternatively, riveted armor is armor pieces that are like kind of nailed together. So therefore, every single rivet is a weak spot in the tank. And if it gets hit, that rivet can shoot out, and then the tank can fall apart. Where cast armor, because it's one whole shell, it's a manufacturing nightmare to build, but it has fewer and fewer weak spots in the tanks. We're gonna go with that because it has lots of armor and it makes it bloody expensive. We'll see. Anyway, next up, we're gonna go for the engine. So you're gonna go for max reliability for a diesel engine, or you're gonna go for a speedy gasoline engine, or you're gonna go for a petrol electric engine, which is super unreliable and expensive, but it gives bonuses to defense and breakthrough. Nah, I don't know about that. Let's go with the gasoline engine to begin with. We've got 143 reliability too. Okay, that's really high. I guess when we add more engine on, here we go, and it drops it down. Okay, so remember, these are the components that make the tank. Then you can say, do I want to put more power into the engine? Turret. We want a movable turret because that's going to be for mobility. So we can either add a howitzer, a cannon, or improved howitzer. We'll go with a medium cannon. So we get either option between a light turret or a medium turret. So we go for a fixed turret, which is really bad for breakthrough because obviously it affects the maneuverability, but it's very reliable. Less moving parts, more reliable. We've got the one-man turret, which is great for breakthrough because it's a movable turret, but unfortunately it affects the ability for its attack ability. Next time we got the two-man turret, which results in more breakthrough, but less penalties, but more of a production cost. And then finally the three-man turret, which adds extra weight to the vehicle, slowing it down, but overall gives it more breakthrough and slightly more production cost. Adding a radio on because it's a no-brainer. Look at all those bonuses. And then you can go for extra stuff if you want on top of it, such as ammunition stores, extra machine guns. Sloped armor is a good one for the extra armor, but then again, the armor on this is 77. Oh my goodness, it's so much armor. Advanced medium tank version 1. Save. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, so what we'll do first is produce enough basic mediums, then we'll move on to the more advanced mediums. I think this might be a mistake. We'll see. Czechoslovakia. I'll have the lot, thanks. We're going to do the land doctrine. 1, 2, there we go, 35. Unlock. I'm going to switch out to the dive bomber theorist. Then we go to air doctrines, and then we go 50, 50, 75, 75, 75. And there we go. We've got like halfway on the air doctrines. In just a few clicks. Did someone say historical? That's right. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. A deal with the devil. Danzig or war. Choose your fate, Poland. So supply, as you probably know, is very important. So we're going to pop on a logistics. And I also want to maintain these divisions for as long as possible. So I'm going to pop on a maintenance as well. No. Around Zimagino and Poland is in a lot of trouble. Go here, go here, go here. First encirclement, no step back. Ooh, that's a nice encirclement. Don't mind if I do. And get to enjoy the beautiful encirclement animation. Well, I'm not gonna lie, these tanks are very, very strong. The armor is too intense for them to pierce. And, oh, this is going nowhere. Encirclement, baby. Meanwhile, the French naval invade behind us. Well, that's new. And right now, we have got omega bad supply in this region. Practically gridlocked. And the impact of low supply here is minus 60% to breakthrough, 70% reduction in attack, meaning these tanks are practically doing nothing. Push into here, here, and then here. And I guess maybe to add extra depth, we can go around the back as well. We didn't capture the city we want, so we got it a little bit earlier. But hey, it's working. It's working. So we'll push into here. At the same time, we'll push into here. Let's see how this goes. So we push into Warsaw here. Breaking on this other side's a bit of a struggle. And at the exact same time, I'm going to need a little bit of fuel, which we'll get from, oh, the Soviet Union? My good buddy, the Soviet Union.
Guess who likes you?
Voila! Just nowhere near as smooth as it used to be, but welcome to the new supply system, boys. End it. Close the pocket. Rip. So if we look at things here, we can see where slow supply is happening. So the yellow ones here are indicating the supply has been severely reduced for whatever reason. But the white ones have got fairly good supply. So what I need to do is expand the ones that are currently yellow. So we can upgrade railways here, upgrade railways here, and upgrade railways here. Okay, let's just do a push, and let's just see if we can make some ground here. We're going to be in low supply when we make the push, but it's going to have to do. So, speed, forest, deep snow, double deep snow, air superiority, supply issues, infrastructure issues. Oh my goodness. So it's practically like we're just pushing the tanks at the moment. Okay, making a decent push here. All right, boyos. Time for the big push. Mr. Panzer Leader has now become a level 5 skilled. He can now select his preferred tactic. In this case, we are going to go with, of course, the Blitzkrieg. Speed, power, momentum. All right, Poland has finally bit the bullet. About time. So maybe we can go for an easy push into the Netherlands, maybe? That would help me out. That was the most painful invasion of the Dutch I have ever done. Meanwhile, Britain just dropping off like 20 divisions. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Do you remember in the old days when I used to make civilian factories for the entire game as Germany and everyone complained, like, why are you not making mills? Well, kind of problems like this. Oh my god, the list goes on forever. Then push, hopefully, into France and capitulate them, hopefully. Let's see how this goes. I'm not optimistic. And then you guys on the front, Rommel's boys. See, the breakthrough here is just not happening. The supply is just horrendous. So railroad from here to here, and then we increase the railroad. That's the max it goes. And there's just no way we're breaking through until we build this up. We've reached a stalemate. So logistics. We need to get that supply down. So we're rushing it. Fighter 2, essential. All production goes towards fighters now. We have to deny the cars from hitting our trains. And then 3, we need better trains. So in this case, we need the armored train. Go. All right, Fighter 2. Please turn this around. We need this so desperately. All right, we made a breakthrough. We're getting actually decent supply now. The minute you get a few provinces in, straight away, boom, supply problems again. Oh, we're slowly breaking them. Is this it? The battle that never ends. The never-ending battle of Brussels. Again. Oh, we finally made a break. And it's just when America's joined the war. We need to jump immediately into France, because otherwise we're going to get stuck. Go! Go, go, go. We've taken Paris. France, 63%. They still have just joined government. They do, because it's historical and they never get rid of it. Ah, the snake into Brest. We don't. All right, we take a breath now. So what we're going to do is make the advanced medium tank version 2. And this baby is going to have Christie suspension. It's going to have welded armor, which is not good as cast armor, but it's significantly cheaper. I'm going to go with a diesel engine. Best one we've got is the improved medium cannon, medium turrets, 3-man turrets, advanced radio. We've got a stabilizer for more better shot, armor skirts. This is going to be such an advanced tank. And then we need to go for the speed to give it at least, let's say at least 10 kilometers per hour. Much armor as possible until we drop below. Well, at this point, we haven't got many more upgrades, but this is the one, guys. This is incredibly well armored. 127 armor on a Panther chassis. Oh, look at that meaty boy. Look at the size of that one. He's so chunky. It requires chromium as well. Oof, a lot of chromium too. Turkey, help me out, brother. And also Portugal. I think it's time to say goodbye to most of the light tanks as well. I'll do for now. So how do we plan an offensive eastwards? So we need to find ideal locations to build up infrastructure. So I'm going to go here and here and here. These are the 3 primary attack locations. And as you can see now, it's built up loads of railroads already. Oh, wow. That's really cool. So you can actually see the highest level of railroads. See the steel ones here? These are like maxed out ones. And the ones are wooden here. The ones are lower level. So you can see as the supply reaches these regions, they're maxed on railroads. Oh, that's so cool. So how does the typical tank division look now? 1 tank, interesting. British armored cars, interesting. And then we got a few flame tanks, not that many. A few old lights, and about 50-50 of the advanced mediums and the regular mediums. Okay, all right, it's time. War with the USSR. War goal against the Soviet Union. Okay, time for the big daddy. Okay, we still have the Führer directive. Get a war support bonus if you control all the major cities of the Soviet Union. We get a bonus against the Soviet Union. Oh, the bonus is 15% now. That is really big. 6 months of 15% bonus. Let's go. Can we snake into this? Is that going to be possible? I have a feeling it probably won't, but we'll see. So some railroads in this path have been recently captured from the enemy and need to be converted to be able to transfer supply. So the idea is as you're pushing forward, you're having to change the rail gauge so your trains can fit on that line. And that like massively slows down your offensive. Push! I don't think I've actually made an attack yet that hasn't had low supply to begin with. I just feel like I'm doing classic Hoi 4 encirclements here. At first, you make an encirclement, and then you just make some more, I guess. Or, all right, okay. I thought this pocket would dissolve on itself and it'll de-org, but they're getting supplies from somewhere, so I'm gonna have to close that pocket manually. There we go. Is it, oh, like a knife through butter. Okay, initially it was a nightmare, but it looks like you just build the infrastructure up. That seems to be the meta here. What is this? Whispers of a revolution. Throughout the German-occupied Poland, there are whispers of a revolution brewing in the underground. Plastered on the city walls are the words, "that" in Polish, calling for the resistance to fight against the German occupation. Until now, the resistance activities have been limited to a distribution of propaganda, distribution and production lines, and the occasional bombing and sabotage. But now the resistance lays oddly quiet, and the atmosphere in Poland is thick with treachery and mistrust. We must round up these traitors. Resistance in Poland is 50% or higher. Polish were able to spark the Warsaw Uprising, and by the looks of things, it is. Meanwhile, I made a hole. Oh man, the speed that you can occupy land now is significantly slower. All right, push the whole front now. I'm having so many issues with supply, but we managed to wrap around the back, so let's just end this. Close the Omega pocket. Done. How effective was it overall? Not much. I lost all my tanks and my equipment. It's the Battle of Kirk, boys. If I push a little bit deeper, and can we just get deeper and deeper into the pocket? That looks at things we have, yeah. Oh, meanwhile, oof. 3 lots of massive railroads, productions in production, and then I've got my sights on Moscow. Nice wide, girthy front line. Moscow is the objective. All right, we're on the front. Maxing planning bonus. We're gonna go for a balanced approach and push. And we've made it. And there we go, boys. We're in Moscow. 9:44, Hearts of Iron 4. You know what that means, right? I've been going for like 6 hours, so I'm going to lie down now. I hope now you're prepared for the new supply system. The game gets harder.
Wait a minute! You didn't learn how World War II ended. We won!
Massive thanks to my patrons, and massive thanks to Paradox for sponsoring this video. I love you guys. Thank you so much.